Donald Trump has now issued a warning to Iran. Donald Trump has said that he's not happy with Iran's choice of choosing Mojtaba Khamenei as its next supreme leader. And Donald Trump says that Mojtaba will add to Iran's problems. In fact, another big claim that has been made by the US president is that the Iran war will end very soon. And he goes on to say that they've already won in many ways and will end this danger once and for all. That is what Donald Trump has said. And he has also said that they won't be threatened by lunatics and this war ends when Iran won't be having any nuclear weapons. So that is what Donald Trump has said in his speech. And he has also claimed that over 50 Iranian vessels have been destroyed so far in this war and that Iran's missile manufacturing unit has also been hit. So Donald Trump has issued a big warning to Iran over its choice of Mojtaba being the supreme leader of the country. And on the other hand, he's also claimed that this war is going to end very soon as they've already won in many ways. But he's also threatened that Iran will be hit harder if it tries to stop the oil supply.
Doing this for the other parts of the world, including countries like China. They get a lot of their oil through the straits. So we're doing this. We have a very good relationship with President Xi in China. I'm going there in a short period of time. And we're protecting the world from what these lunatics are trying to do. And very successfully, I might add. We're also waiving certain oil-related sanctions to reduce prices. So we have sanctions on some countries. We're going to take those sanctions off till this straightens out. Then who knows, maybe we won't have to put them on. There'll be so much peace. But when the time comes, the U.S. Navy and its partners will escort tankers through the strait if needed. I hope it's not going to be needed, but if it's needed, we'll escort them right through. And we have the greatest mine-sweeping ability. We have the greatest ships and all of the, we know exactly where they're placed. We'll get them out of there very fast, but we hope we don't have any of that. And again, if they do that, if they play that game, we're going to hit them at a level that they have not seen before. So we're winning very decisively. We're way ahead of schedule. Our military is the greatest in the world, with the greatest equipment and the greatest people in the world. Nobody's ever seen anything like it. Iran's a very powerful country. They were going to take over the Middle East. If we did not hit them, they were going to take over the Middle East. They had thousands and thousands, since their last hit, they had thousands and thousands of missiles and everything else. Most are now destroyed. But they were going to take over the Middle East. Those weapons were aimed at Middle Eastern countries that had nothing to do with this. They were going to take over the Middle East and they were going to try and destroy Israel. So we stopped it with good timing, and we're very proud to be involved in this, and it's going to be ended soon. And if it starts up again, they'll be hit even harder. The Navy is gone. It's all lying at the bottom of the ocean. 46 ships. Can you believe it? In fact, I got a little upset with our people. I said, "What quality of ship?" "Excellent, sir. Top of the line." I said, "Why did we just capture the ship? We could have used it. Why did we sink them?" They said, "It's more fun to sink them." I said, they like sinking them better. We're ahead of our initial timeline by a lot. I would say that we probably would not have thought after a month we'd be here. In addition to the fact that we've taken out the leadership twice and maybe 3 times. And we, as you know, we want to be involved. We don't want another president that maybe wouldn't be willing to do what I'm willing to do for the good of the world, for the good of our nation, to be stuck with a situation in 5 years or 10 years from now. So we think they should put a president in, or the head of the country in, that's going to be able to do something peacefully for a change. They've been doing this for 47 years, killing people for 47 years, whether it's the barracks or even the SS Cole, where they were involved. Very strongly, they always denied it. But where they were very strongly involved, and all of the people that died through the roadside bombs, died and are right now walking around with no legs, no arms, a face that's been so badly damaged. The Iranian regime has been attacking Americans and spreading terror for 47 years and despite these countless opportunities to renounce their nuclear ambitions, which they had just a short while ago. They told Mr. Witkoff, who is standing right over here, they said, they actually said, we want to keep building. Essentially, in a real nutshell, we want to continue to build nuclear weapons. If we didn't knock out Midnight Hammer, if we didn't knock out their Iranian potential, if we didn't do that with Midnight Hammer, they would have had a nuclear weapon. They would have used it long before now. And at a minimum, Israel would have been annihilated.
And my colleague Rohit Sharma is now joining us from Washington, D.C. Rohit, what is your take on the Donald Trump's address on the West Asia war, in which he has made a big claim that this war is going to end very soon? What makes him say so?
Well, a couple of things. First things first, I think he talked about how America has been able to achieve its objective, the ones that were listed out by President Trump and the White House, about destroying the infrastructure, destroying the Navy, destroying the production capacity and capability of Iran. So I think there was that, he alluded to that initially when he made those comments. And then I think the other thing is, we've obviously seen that there is pressure, in the global markets, economy and supply chain and oil. And I think those are the combinations where I think President Trump's being nudged a little bit by some of his advisors, we've been told, have asked him to try and work out a strategy to seek an end to this war in a way that A, America is able to achieve what it set out for those 4 objectives. B, ensure that this war doesn't, go far too long, for obvious reasons that about economy and whatnot. And then there's a domestic pressure, right? The longer this war goes on, the tougher it becomes in a midterm year for the president to defend it. So I think those are the things. But he also, Anjali, right after that, he put a post out on Truth Social saying that if Iran does not allow the flow of oil through the Strait of Hormuz, he's going to hit Iran 20 times harder. So essentially, I think he's sending both the messages. He said there could be a swift end to the war. We don't know if it's days or a week. But at the same time, he's not giving up on those initial objectives that America has set out to do. So we'll have to wait and watch. And I think a lot of this also depends on how Iran responds and retaliates to the American and Israeli action in the Middle East.